Right, Coach. Team got off to a good start in the first half and then slowed down there in the second half. What did you notice switched?
We didn't execute. We weren't good enough. All three phases. They kicked our tail in the second half. Penalty-wise, explosion-wise. I mean, you saw the game, right? Flat out not good enough, not professional. Not good.
Does this bye week kind of come at a good time here to regroup a bit?
I'd rather play, to be honest with you. I'd rather get back out there and play. It is what it is right now, and so we'll take a hard look at the bye week. I do want people to get away from it for a second and use it for what it is, right? Pouring more and more football in isn't always necessarily healthy. So I want coaches, players to get away, but we better come back refocused.
Thank you.
How closely will you be reevaluating every detail of this team over the bye week?
Yeah, I think, that's hard to say right now, just standing here. I mean, anytime you're not playing well enough, you're not closing out games, those type of things, you're always going to take a deep dive. So, yeah, you can never really turn it off anyway. Like it's always on your mind, but you can't overthink things. You got to address things head on, the elephants in the room, those type of things, and see where we're at. If it's, whatever that looks like, this isn't getting it done.
How tough of a spot is Taylor in? Because it's easy to go ahead and say next man up, and he's played football before, but he's still early in his career, and he's now starting for the first time. And do you and Tommy kind of sit down and say, okay, how can we help him out? And did you see that kind of putting the ball in Butler's hands being that way?
Yeah, that's always, anytime you can run the ball effectively, it's always going to take pressure off of a quarterback. But, at the same time, we're going to have to win some of these baseball score games, right? If that's the game that we're in, I always like to say that our defense is playing the other team's defense, and our offense is playing the other team's offense and special teams. And as odd as that may sound, it's really what it is, right? We gave up too many explosions on defense. We didn't score points when we had opportunities down there. We took penalties at inopportune times, and that usually doesn't bode well for winning. So we're going to look at all three phases at where we're at. We took a roughing call there in special teams. That was a key point there. I love the aggressive call. We needed to make a play. You always run the risk of, a penalty there. It just didn't bode well for us there.
From where I sit, it's hard to determine why you guys seem to have trouble regaining momentum once you lose it. What do you think of that?
Well, we definitely didn't regain it here. We weren't able to pin them deep. I thought they hit that explosion, on the flea flicker there, when we had them pinned semi-deep there, and now all of a sudden, they flipped the field. So, I don't think that in all games that's really the case. I feel like we've been able to regain momentum, be it a punt, be it an explosion. I thought we've done a great job of when we've been backed up most of the season, we're getting a couple of first downs and punting the ball. We haven't let people out much on defense. But tonight, there's no rebuttal to that we definitely didn't regain it.